Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to break down a pretty scary digital heist. It's a scam that takes your two-factor authentication, the very thing that's supposed to protect you, and turns it into a key for hackers to waltz right through your digital front door.
Okay, let's just dive right into this. We all get that little 2FA prompt. And let's be honest, it makes us feel safer, right? It's like having a digital bodyguard. But what if I told you that hackers have found a really clever way to turn that feeling of security against us? They can make your bodyguard accidentally hold the door open for them.
And that's really the secret here. When you think of hacking, you probably picture some scene from a movie, right? Complex codes scrolling down a screen. But the reality is often way less dramatic. This is all about social engineering. It's not about breaking the lock. It's a sophisticated con designed to fool you, to trick you, into opening the door yourself.
So, every great heist starts with a plan. And for an attacker, the very first step is preparation. It's all about meticulously researching their target and then crafting the absolute perfect disguise.
This right here is basically the hacker's blueprint. First, they profile you. They use publicly available info, your email, your profile picture, things like that. Then, they create a perfect clone of a real login page, let's say for Google, by just copying its code. They personalize it with your details to make it look legit, and then they inject their own malicious code that's going to capture everything you type. Then, poof, they launch the fake website. The trap is officially set.
So, the trap is built. Now what? Well, it's time to bait it with the perfect lure. Usually, that's an urgent message that's almost impossible for the victim to just ignore.
And they do this by crafting a classic phishing email. I'm sure you've seen one. It's designed to create a sense of urgency, a little bit of panic. A security alert makes you feel like you have to act fast, and when you act fast, you often don't think critically about that link you're about to click.
Now here's the crucial part. This whole attack has to happen in real time. This isn't one of those set it and forget it traps. No, the hacker is literally sitting at their keyboard waiting for you to take the bait. Because the next few steps, they have to be perfectly synchronized.
All right, let's get to the main event, the climax of this heist. This is where we see how it all comes together in a perfectly timed, coordinated attack. So check this out. It's all about the parallel action. On the fake website, you enter your password. The second you do, the hacker instantly grabs it. And in a separate window, they use it on the real Google site. Now what does that do? It triggers Google to send you a real two-factor authentication code. So you see the code on your phone, you assume it's for your login attempt, and you enter it into the fake site. Boom! The hacker steals that code, uses it to complete their real login, and just like that, they're in. You're just left staring at a login screen totally confused while they're taking over your entire account.
This timeline really drives home just how fast this whole operation is. From the moment you type in your password, the entire compromise can happen in less than 15 seconds. Seriously, there is simply no time for you to realize that something is wrong before it's already over.
So once the attacker's in, the damage is immediate and it's absolute. We're talking a total account takeover. The end result is what's known as an account takeover. And listen, this isn't just about someone reading your emails. It's a full-blown form of identity theft, where the hacker gains complete command and control of your digital life.
Just think about what that actually means for an account like Google. The attacker now has your emails, your documents, your contacts, your location history, even saved passwords and credit card info. They have everything they need to impersonate you, lock you out of your own accounts, and maybe even access other accounts. It's the digital equivalent of someone stealing your wallet, your house keys, and your ID card all at once.
So why does this work? Isn't 2FA supposed to stop this? It's really critical to understand that the 2FA technology itself didn't fail. Google correctly sent a code to the right phone number. The weakness here? Well, it's us. It's the human element. The attack works because it exploits our trust and our sense of urgency, tricking us into willingly handing over that second factor, the SMS code.
So the big takeaway here is this. SMS-based 2FA is a lock, sure, but it's a lock that can be picked through pure deception. This specific attack works because that code can be phished. That's why stronger methods, like authenticator apps or even physical keys, are recommended. They just can't be intercepted in the same way. But technology is only ever half the battle, which brings us to a final and pretty crucial question. If a really clever con artist can steal both your key and your security code, what's your real line of defense?